Good, bro. What's your name, family?
My name Dante.
Dante, what up, Dante? Raining, what's up, man? I'm Kish, man. So what we out here to do, we out here to teach our people who we are according to the Bible. We out here to show what we have been taught is a lie. I said something when you walked up. I said rulership. How does it sound to rule the earth, brother?
It sounds like it's a responsibility.
Right.
And it sounds like something that's like, it doesn't sound selfish.
Uh-huh.
It sounds like you actually got to devote yourself to it.
Right.
It sounds like you go into it before, like, unprepared.
Uh-huh.
You're gonna mess up.
Right, so what prepares us? This Bible. But first we must know who we are. I need you to look at this sign right here. Can you see this sign right here on the end over here? What is your, so in order to rule this earth, we can't rule it as a black man, because we see the conditions our black people are in by calling ourselves that. So when we look at this sign, what do you see yourself? What is your nationality? What is your race of people that you come from? Black? Would you say you were black, right? So you would come from the tribe of Judah. Those are the people who are going to rule this earth, brother. Not American blacks. The Israelites from the tribe of Judah. How do we know? Simple history question. How do we get over here to America? Boats. Did you know that's in the Bible? Did you know your history is in the Bible? You read it before? How you know that? Who taught you that? Your mentor. So he told you that slave ships is recorded in the Bible. Okay, so now I'm going to show you another thing. Give me Deuteronomy 10. I'm going to show you, I said something to you. How do we get rulership? By changing, by coming back to our nationality, by calling ourselves the tribe of Judah. Read what you got. This is what we must do. Dante, right here, read.
Deuteronomy chapter 10 and verse 12. And now Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee?
So you said you're not a black man, right? You said your mentor told you that slave ships is in the Bible. So it's something that you call yourself. You're Israel now. It's something you said it's a requirement, right? It sounds like pressure. But I'm going to show you we got the book to help us make it simple. Read.
But to fear the Lord thy God.
How do you fear God, Dante? It's more than that. You got to keep his commandments. Give me Proverbs 8:13. I'm going to show you how to fear God according to the Bible. Because I'm going to show you today that you can rule this earth if you come back to your nationality. If you remember who you are. Read.
Proverbs chapter 8 verse 13. The fear of the Lord is to hate evil.
Dante, what's evil? Is two men getting married evil?
Bring it out.
Is two women getting married evil? That's what we gotta hate. Not wearing your fringes, that's evil. Not growing your beard out, that's evil according to the Bible. We gotta keep the commandments. This is how we get rulership. This is how we come back on top. Go back. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 10 and verse 12. And now Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee?
What does he require of you, Dante? This is what he requires. Read.
But to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul, to keep the commandments.
To keep the commandments. This is what we must do. I'm going to show you how to be a young man. Give me 1 Kings 2. I'm going to show you how to stand up right and boldly before the Lord thy God. How old are you? 17. You a young man, right? You don't want to be in a gang, do you? You don't want to run these streets, because what happens? You're going to get killed. That's why we want you on this side. This is why we're trying to pull you out of that fire. Give me Isaiah 60 first, because I'm going to show you. Hold what you got. I'm coming back. I'm going to show you what the world is engrossed in. Read. I'm going to show you how we get you out of that fire. How do we get you out of that darkness? By hiding in the shade of the Most High. By coming back to this Bible. Read.
Isaiah chapter 60 and verse 2. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth.
What's the darkness? We just said it. Gang banging, drug dealing, killing one another, robbing. Sin is the darkness. This is what's covering the earth. And as my young brothers, I'm going to say, hey, brother, come out of that way. If a car is coming right there, when you going to warn me and say, hey, Kish, get out the way for this car coming? This is something we're trying to warn you before the destruction comes. Hey, stop doing what you're doing, brother. Hey, come keep the commandments of God. Make sure you dwell in the safety of the Most High. Is that it on that? Read.
And gross darkness the people. But the Lord shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee.
So the Lord is going to rise and come back and deliver his people from all these things. But we got to keep the commandments. We got to remember who we are in these last days. Start at verse 1.
First Kings chapter 2 and verse 1. Now the days of David drew nigh that he should die. And he charged Solomon, his son, saying, I go the way of all the earth. Be thou strong, therefore, and show thyself a man.
So how do you show yourself a man? Because most people think, I got to be the buffest. I got to be the toughest.
Right.
Oh, I could go kill somebody. Oh, I can sell drugs to my people. That's not being a man. I could lay down from woman to woman and have kids and not take care of them kids. That's not a man. That's a boy. What we're trying to teach you is how to be a man. A man stands up for his people. A man keeps the commandments of God, as David told King Solomon. This is how we're showing you how to be a young. You're 17 years old. It's a world full of evil out there, Dante. Read.
And keep the charge of the Lord thy God, to walk in his ways, to keep his statutes and his commandments and his judgments and his testimonies, as it is written in the law of Moses, that thou mayest prosper.
How do we prosper, Dante? Keep his commandments. All praises. The same way we prosper is the same way we're going to take this kingdom back. By keeping his commandments. By showing ourselves a man. By standing up for God. You said the world is evil, right? It's a lot. What do they teach? So like some imagery that we see. You listen to music? Used to? But okay, you know like NBA Youngboy, you know Lil Durk, all these. What is the image that they put on our young men, on our young women, the Cardi B's, the Megan Thee Stallions, the Ice Spice? What do these people put? What is the image they portray to our people? Promiscuity. You a smart man, Dante. What? To sexualize our black women. What? To lay down with every man that they see. To show their body. That's not godly. That's evil, Dante. That's the world in which it's going. So I'm asking you today, give me Psalms 94. I'm asking you today to make a stand today, Dante. To stand up for righteousness. Read.
Psalm chapter 94 and verse 16. Who will rise up for me?
Dante, God is calling you right now. He said, Dante, you gonna stand up for this Bible? You gonna stand up for the laws of God? Read.
Who will rise up for me against the evildoers? Or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity?
We just said a few evildoers. The people, the rappers, the drug dealers, the gangsters, the thugs. Those are the evildoers. So how do we help the next person come out of that lifestyle?
Make it plain.
Change. What's going to help us change? The laws of God. That is the only thing that's going to change our people.
That's right.
We try voting. We try marching. Are we still at the bottom of society, Dante? Yeah, this is a curse from God. Why? Because we broke his commandments.
That's right.
We got to come back to who we are. What are some commandments that we can keep? I'm going to show you right now, all right? Give me numbers. Give me numbers. I'm going to show you how you standing up for God, Dante. I'm going to show you how you show yourself a man. Not to me, because nobody up here matters. It's between you and God. All I can do is give you the message. Read.
The book of Numbers, chapter 15 and verse 38. Speak unto the children of Israel.
He said, speak unto Dante. What's the name, bro? Raza? Raise. He said, speak unto them. Speak unto them. Read.
And bid them.
Command them.
That they make them fringes in the borders of their garments.
Fringes in the borders of our garments. This is what you see. The fringes are at the bottom of our garments. What are they going to help us do? Read.
Throughout their generations.
As long as we regenerating, these fringes need to stay on our garments. Read.
In that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
This is why we got a ribbon of blue. It could be any color, but we got to make sure we got the fringes and the ribbon of blue. What do they help us do? Why all these men have them on the bottom of their shirts? Remember, we still on the point of dealing with the evil. How do we combat the evil? This is how. Read.
And it shall be upon you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it and remember all the commandments of the Lord.
We're going to remember the commandments. For instance, let's say, you know, a young lady come up to you and say, hey Dante, you know, let's go have sex. You're going to look down at the bottom of your shirt, and before you lift your shirt up, you're going to look at these fringes and say, No, I gotta have a wife, sis.
Bring it out.
No, we need to get married. I need to prove you first before I lay down with you, sis.
Right.
Because I don't want to catch an STD.
Right.
I don't want to have a baby out of wedlock and not take care of him.
Right.
I'm gonna prove this sister. How? By making sure she's keeping the commandments.
Bring it
This
out.
is what the fringes help us do. So let me ask you another question. This is a commandment we can keep today. We'll get your number. We can get you a shirt with some fringes. Another one is the Sabbath day. What is the Sabbath day, Dante? Day of rest, right. But what day is it?
Okay. I hear people saying, that it's Sunday, and people saying that it's Saturday. I still don't even know.
So we gonna go to the Bible because Romans 3:3 says, let God be true and every man a liar. So we're gonna see what the Bible says about the Sabbath day. All right, you ready? Leviticus 23. We're gonna show you which day is the correct day to keep the Lord's Sabbath. Read.
Leviticus chapter 23 and verse 2. Speak unto the children of Israel.
Another occurring thing. Who is God always talking to, Dante? Each verse we've read and said about his commandments, who has he said? Israel. The 12 tribes of Israel. This is your history book, Dante. This is what's going to show you to be a man, Dante, by keeping coming back to who you are. Read again.
Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them concerning the feast of the Lord, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations. Even these are my feasts. 6 days shall work be done.
So it says 6 days shall. You got a phone? It's there. It's there. So whenever you look at a calendar, what's the first day of the week?
Bring it out.
Sunday. So simple math. You count 6 days. What day are you at?
I'll be at Friday.
Friday, sundown, or Saturday. You'll be at Saturday. But according to the Bible, the day starts at sundown. So 6 days after I do labor, work, play basketball, whatever you need to do during those 6 days. Read.
But the seventh day is the Sabbath of rest.
So Sunday is the first day. We count 6 days. We get to the seventh day, which is what day, Dante? Saturday. So I'm going to ask you again, what day is the Lord's Sabbath? Saturday. That's a powerful thing that you're learning. You're learning how to keep the commandments. You're learning how to be a man. Stay with me, I know. Stay with me, but this is the greatest information you ever going to understand and learn. Read.
And holy convocation.
We got to gather around like-minded people. We can't do this by ourselves, Dante. We got to come around the brothers that you see right here. Righteous examples. Read.
And ye shall do no work therein.
So you can't work on Saturday, right? Can't work. You said rest, right? You got to rest, so you can't work. Read.
It is the Sabbath of the Lord in all your dwellings.
That's it?
Yes, sir.
That's what the Sabbath is. That's what we must understand. So you must ask yourself, how or why? Why are we doing this? Why do we keep the commandments, right? Because you want a reward for doing this, right? Like say you study for a test to get an A, right?
Right.
You keep the commandments for what? Just to keep them? No. Going back to my first question, for rulership. I'm going to show you why we keep the commandments. Read.
Revelation chapter 2 and verse 26. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end.
You keep these commandments to the end. You overcome what? Yourselves, sin. Because this world is going to pull you down. Read.
To him will I give power over the nations.
God said, Dante, I've promised you power over every other nation on this earth. If you keep my works until the end. If you keep the Sabbath day. If you put fringes on your... Is that hard? Is that hard to put some fringes on your clothes? To rest on the Saturday? We work hard all throughout the week. The Lord is giving you a day off. The white man barely want to give you a day. What they got? Juneteenth. People still working, right? But God gave you a day off. Read.
And he shall rule them with a rod of iron.
Because don't you want payback for this, Dante? This is our history, brother. This is what they did to us. God said, I can give you that back. I'll give you that power back, but you got to keep my commandments. You got to overcome. You got to endure to the end. And trust me, you learning this information, the devil is coming right for you, brother.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is